Hey, it's Bearded Man Steve here. I just figured I'd give a little beard care to show how you don't have to do everything exactly right, and still have a good, healthy beard. And so you can save some money, because, like, especially with me with full beard and the way I take care of it, if I did it exactly right using the good products that I normally use, which is mainly Live Bearded, for especially when I go do things majorly in public, like special events and whatnot, I'd mainly use a Live Bearded. But you don't always have to use those good products, but it's better to use those good products. But I just figured I'll show you how you can get away with using some cheaper products, okay? Um, so I already did the beard oil just because it gets oily and I didn't want to get oil and stuff all over my phone. So, but the first thing you do is take a brush. And now, like, I use something a little weird. I like these dog brushes because I would have 2 to 3 hair brushes before I started using this. And it's like, one day I was combing and brushing the dog, and I'm like, you know what? This is very exactly the 2 of the brushes I used. This one for first thing to help get the tangles and stuff out in the mornings that you get. So it's good. As you can see, no flakes. No dandruff, no nothing, because I take care of my beard. Yes, it's work. But as you can see, look, no flakes, no nothing coming out of my beard that's not supposed to be. A good, healthy beard can actually make you, so you don't get sick. So you don't, because there's I forget what it's called, something that's normally in your small intestines, your lower intestines, that can actually, if you got a good, healthy beard, can actually be in your beard somehow. I don't understand it. And this thing actually destroys viruses. So before that virus gets into you, it neutralizes it. So, hey, you know what? I like the sound of that. There's little tiny microscopic things all over our bodies. There's one that's in the eyebrow that does nothing. I'm not sure what it does, but it doesn't harm us. So, hey, as long as it doesn't harm us, hey, I'm grateful for it. And it kills viruses and bacteria. Hey, I'm grateful for it. I bet you I have some in mine, because mine's that good, healthy beard. So, none of this problem. So, therefore, I most likely have that thing, and I never get sick. Maybe that's the reason why I never get sick. So, but let's go with this. But first thing I do, what you want to do is get all the tangles out. Make sure there ain't nothing in my beard. See, nice and smooth. And then what you want to do is use beard oil. All right, now you got to use either on beards, you got to use a wooden comb or a metal comb. I also use this, and it's another pet thing. This is a good metal comb. I think they're like $10. Good metal comb, because you're supposed to only use metal and wood. Good, healthy beard. See, still no flakes. And I'm scrubbing onto the skin, because you want to really get that skin loose and broken up when you put beard oil on. So it actually penetrates the skin good and helps the skin, because that's what the beard oil is for. It's not for the beard, it's for the skin. And then what I always do is take some beard oil. First thing in the morning, actually, I use coconut oil. First thing in the morning. Throughout the day, because I put oil on it 2 times a day, 3 times a day, depending on how my skin feels. If it feels a little, hey, when I'm getting dried out, I'll put some more. I remember a few times during summer, I'll put it on 4 or 5 times a day. And that's when it gets expensive. So, but first thing in the morning, I use coconut oil. It helps save a little bit of money. You get them cheap overall, still. Not cheap, but going up in price. But you take some coconut oil, you melt it out in your hand, and then you rub that beard oil into the comb, and then you just massage it right into the skin. So, because you really don't need it in your beard, it's for the skin. So you just take it, get it onto the comb, and get into the skin. Bam, boom, bah. And after you get into the skin, I got some places to go today and deal with the public. So those days, most of the time, I'll use a heated brush. You don't want to use these every day because it's bad for the skin, bad for the beard. But every once in a while, I probably do it the most once a week when I'm mainly dealing with the public, okay? And then you just, heat is bad for beards. So like I said, you don't want to do this too often, but I do it about once a week, the most once a week. Sometimes I don't do it because I don't deal with the public very often. I am a loner. I have problems when I'm around people, so therefore I don't do it too often. But you just slide it. It helps with all the, so the beard's nice and smoother and it looks a lot better for you. Now, I did try some of those, mainly for women, the flat iron. It makes it too straight and it makes it look too stringy to me. So a good beard heated brush. You don't need anything crazy, just a good regular heated brush. The only thing I recommend is getting one that swivels. Make sure it swivels at the end, because the ones that don't makes it a lot harder to use. But make sure it just swivels at the end. And then you just brush it out. And as you can see, it smooths it out. And then when you're done, make sure you turn it off, of course. Okay, and then you use a product, beard balm, beard butter, because you don't want to use hairspray, you don't want to use mousses, you don't want to use all that stuff for your hair, because hair products are bad for your beard. Okay, and when I shower, but every other day at minimum, especially usually in the sink, because the sink's better, I use the beard wash. Good beard wash, wash it off, just put it on, lather it up, and then pretty much immediately rinse off. Then I take the beard conditioner. Now this is the one thing people don't understand. It's the same thing with the conditioner for his hair. You put it on, you get it really good, nice and thick, and then you let it sit for 3 minutes. Same thing, like I said, just like the conditioner for your hair, you're supposed to let it sit for 2-3 minutes. And then I put my head in the sink, because you're supposed to use cold water. You're not supposed to use hot water. I like a really hot shower. So it's the hot heat bad for beards. So that's why I use the sink. And then you get the conditioner all over it and let it sit, and then you rinse it off. So, but after you're done with especially if you're using that heated thing, as you can see, it's nice and smoother. Get it nice where you like it for the most part. Then you take the beard balm, beard butter. There's other names for other products. For my mustache later, I'll be using beard wax just on the mustache part. So, and then you get it and you lather it up real good. Get it all over your hands. And this will help it throughout the day to keep it from sticking out, keep it neat all day. And there is times, yes, I have to put it on again a couple times a day, throughout the day, just to keep it nice and neat. And I have a mustache stick out, so therefore, that's how I like it. So sometimes I curl it just to get things going. Stick it up, just not to leave it like that, but stick it up. And then get it really good in here, and then face it down, stick it out a little bit more, and later I'll put beard wax on it. And the excess of the beard stuff, just put it on your hair. Might as well. Hey, it doesn't hurt it. And then it does the same thing for your hair. Especially mine's so thin, it really does help. Then you're ready to go out your day. You're ready to go. So you don't need all that expensive stuff. Yes, the expensive stuff's better. It's good to use. I mainly use them when I go out and deal with some major stuff. You gotta look better. Gotta smell better. So there you go. All right. Have a good day, everybody.